Coach, when you see how well Ben played with some protection, do you feed off that this week, and especially the offensive line guys coming back from injury, a little bit more depth up there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like Coach said, we're looking forward to getting those guys back out there healthy. We protected pretty well every night. A couple times we missed a few things, but for the most part, we did a pretty good job and gave Ben the time to throw the ball, and thought he did pretty good.
Against Tulsa, you had Daniel McCarty back, and the performance of the line was so much better with no sacks, more running room. How much of it was his return? How much of it was any sort of schematic changes that you and Coach Fry may have made? And how much of it was effort? You mentioned last time we were here that some guys maybe hadn't watched enough film. And what do you attribute the improvement?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely challenged them after the Temple game. And that's what I was most proud about of our whole offense is everybody kind of responded. You know, we called some guys out. And guys took it personal, which they should have, and they did more. And that's what Coach was just saying. We asked for one more. We asked for a little bit more every day, and I think we got that last week. And I think it all comes down to doing your job. You know, just do your job, whether it's a coach, whether it's a player. Everybody has an assignment to do, and just do your job. And I like to say, do your job with excellence. And if you do, everything will take care of itself, especially at the third and shorts that everybody wants to ask about. If we just do our job, we're going to get a yard. It's not that hard to get 1 yard, 1 American yard is what we say. All we need is 1 American yard. And, if everybody does their job, we get 1 American yard. And you turn on the bye week and you watch guys on TV. They're running the same thing we're running. And this is about doing your job and doing your job with excellence, and we get 1 yard. But I was really proud of our guys for responding. I thought, they took it upon themselves to really study. Again, no sacks. We knew what our assignments were. We executed. Ben got the ball out of his hand, and we played. We left some things out there, but we scored some points and finally this year and put ourselves in a situation to win the game at the end.
Defensively, what kind of challenges does Houston bring? You've seen on film that they've given other opponents trouble with, and what would they've given you trouble with in the past?
They do a lot of different things. They're very multiple in what they do. They do a good job of disguising. They bring a lot of pressure from everywhere. Sometimes the pressure comes from the second row of the stands out there. It just comes from everywhere, and so you just got to know where it's coming from. You got to study the tips that we give our guys, and we got to know where they're coming from and be able to protect it. But they're very good defensively. They're by far, in my opinion, the best in the conference that I've seen. I haven't watched everybody in the conference, but they're the best I've seen in the conference. And this is a big challenge for us. It's a big challenge for us. And they're really good up front. They don't allow too many big plays. Turn on the big play cut up today, and there's not much on there, and so it's a big challenge for us. We got to be able to play assignment football and do our job, and try to get into the fourth quarter and see what happens.
Coach Morris mentioned their freshman defensive lineman Ed Oliver. How much do you and your staff scheme to handle one particular guy if he jumps off the film like that?
Yeah, we try to tailor it a little bit, but again, if you double him, they got other guys out there too. They got 10 other guys out there that are pretty good. So you can't do it a whole lot. We got to earn our scholarship. Evan Brown's got to earn his scholarship this week, and we'll try to do a few different things to keep him off balance. But he is a good player, and we're going to have to do a good job of taking advantage of some of his aggressiveness, and we got a few things that we're looking at doing to help him.
They moving him around, Oliver? They move him around up front, or does he stay right in the middle?
You talking about like aligning him in different places? No, not really.
Does he remind you of anyone in terms of his style or what he does effectively?
We had a guy named Grady Jarrett at Clemson who's actually with the Falcons right now. He reminds me a lot of him. His fast twitch, his quick twitch. He's very quick off the ball, but that's kind of what comes to my mind when you watch Grady Jarrett in practice. for 3 years or 2 years, however long I was there with Grady at Clemson, but he's about like that. He's really quick twitch, fast off the ball, uses his hands well. But he's a good player.
How does it help to get Daryl Gordon back in the system and ready to play? Obviously, he adds a dimension to the offense. We'll just talk about that.
Yeah, it helps get him back just for depth purposes of anything. Like Coach said, we've been playing the past several games with one scholarship quarterback on our roster that's been healthy, and to get Daryl back will help us to provide some depth. But he's missed a lot of weeks of practice, and he's got a long way to go to catch up and to knock the rust off.
Alex Honey had a couple of catches the other day, and he's listed here behind Cortland. With his size, is there any temptation to put them on opposite sides and put two big guys out there at once just to create a headache for the defense?
I mean, it's not really, because he plays the same position as Cortland, but Alex has to come on some more for us to do that. He has to continue to develop. I think it kind of surprised him when he caught the ball the other night and he went and scored. It seemed like it took him forever from where I was sitting to score, because I was wanting to score so bad. But I was very proud of Alex for finding the end zone. Got on the headset and told him I was proud of him. And he's a guy that hopefully that gives him some more confidence. He's been a little banged up during the off week a little bit. So if we get him back out there and he continues to get better, there's definitely something that you would look at doing, something like that. But until he kind of establishes himself as a dominant player, we got other guys that we feel like are more dominant right now that we feel like we need to try to get the ball to.
With Colbert back and Kamen Freeman now able to focus again more on running back, would you like to see more of a 50-50 split in the number of carries between him and Braden? Or would you rather one guy just become the hot guy and ride him for the rest of the day?
Yeah, that's what we're going to ultimately do. Try to find the hot guy early in the game. But we can't, in my opinion, we need to take a little bit off of Braden. Braden's had a huge workload, and now that Kamen's starting to come on a little bit, we got to try to get him the ball a little bit more, and he's got to. We got to be able to trust Kamen in critical situations of the game to put him in as well. So it's all about studying and knowing what to do. Again, he's done a great job of that. I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying that what we do on offense, that's the hard position to know and learn, and from week to week. And so he's just got to take it upon himself. I think now that we've gotten to this part of our season, we're 6 games in, and everybody should know the time restraints, what you can do, what you can't do, how long we have them, how long we don't have them, and how many times that you got to do stuff on your own. If you're just doing what we're helping you do, that's not enough. If you're only thinking about football when you step in the Lloyd complex over here, you're not doing enough. And so that's the main thing. That's the main message for our offensive guys. If you're only doing the bare minimum of what we're requiring you to do, you're not doing enough. So you got to take a lot of pride in what you do, and that's your job.